The Volquest 2-minute drill is brought to you by Food City, official tailgating headquarters of the Vols.
The Food City 2-minute drill on this National Signing Day. The big news of the afternoon, Matt Ray, is Legend Bay, who flipped from Tennessee to Ohio State, but on this signing day flipped back and has signed with Tennessee, and that happened literally moments before Coach Heupel addressed the podium.
Yeah, and for Tennessee, it's a big get to get a guy back in the class. He went up to the podium minutes after Legend Bay had announced, and Tennessee had his paperwork, and he talked about the fact that they identified him early in the process, and they really liked him, and they wanted to keep pushing for him, and Kelsey Pope was able to keep working, got the late, flip here on signing day, and it's a big win.
Right before that, Carter Gooden announced for Tennessee, the 4-star defensive lineman from the Tabor Academy. He's originally from Canada. Tennessee signs 3 originally from Canada on this day, with Jamin Theodore and Gabe Osenda also being from north of the border. That's a big get as Tennessee looks to kind of shore up some defensive line spots, and there's still news to come with guys like J.J. Finch and Jordan Carter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the afternoon has been fast-paced, but the evening is going to be full of news as well with those 2 guys. But Carter Gooden, guy, I think, showed up last week on that official visit and surprised Tennessee with how big he was.
6'4" and a half, 252, I think, 34.5-inch arms, which is long,
really,
and 10.5-inch hands.
Yeah.
I mean, that,
So when you're trying to shore up positions and you show up looking like that, you add more value to yourself. I think Carter Gooden did that. He can probably come in here and play multiple positions for Tennessee as he continues to grow and develops as a football player.
The one name that has not signed yet and won't sign today, according to his dad, is Celesi Moa. Utah making a big run. Now, this kid's from right down the street from Utah. His dad played at Utah. It was a surprise. Many people had him paid to go to Utah to begin with. And Utah seems like they made a late run here for Celesi Moa.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're a hometown kid like that and you've got a school, like you said, just right down the street, dad went there. Sometimes when you get here and you're thinking about moving across the country, those things can be hard to overcome. And for a program like Utah, they can go all in for a guy like Celesi Moa.
Yeah, financially, they can, they don't have as many, marquee players as Tennessee does. So it takes a lot less funds to fund their deal, so they can kind of go in all in on a player like Celesi Moa to keep the hometown kid at home. We'll see what he does. Probably going to sign either Thursday or Friday, and maybe he just wants to play in the SEC and he ends up picking Tennessee. But it certainly feels like that one is very much up in the air at this point. As for the overall broadness of this class, Tennessee did some really nice things on the defensive line. They've done some really nice things at receiver. Obviously, it all starts with the quarterback, Faison Brandon. The one spot they probably come up short in is running back. They don't have one in this class.
Yeah, and they continued to swing in a lot Amari Lattimore down the stretch. But, I mean, that's just one that it was a lot of work to try to get him up here. It never really came about. Other guys kind of trickled off the board. I don't think Tennessee really had a number of guys that they were realistic in, so we'll kind of see where they go here. Obviously, there'll be a lot of attention towards David Gabriel Georges in 2027.
Yep, all eyes will be on DGG in 2027, the Canadian product who plays at Chattanooga Baylor. All eyes will also be on him tomorrow night when he plays for a state title down in Chattanooga. He is Matt Ray. I'm Austin Price.
The Volquest 2-minute drill is brought to you by Food City, official tailgating headquarters of the Vols.